Aloha friends, and welcome back to Aloha Jen's beauty blog. I have some new makeup. So if you guys watched my last couple of videos, I mentioned to you that I'm looking for a new foundation. I have been eyeing the Ilia True Skin Serum Foundation for a while, and the reason why I haven't gone and picked it up sooner is because it does have dimethicone in it. I try to stay away from silicones, especially in my makeup, because they have a tendency to clog my pores. And I try to stay away from coconut oil too. But the ingredients of this looked appealing to me, and I like that it's a light coverage foundation. It's supposed to, look like skin, and from the videos that I've seen, I really like the way it looks on other skin. So I decided to pick it up along with their concealer, their primer, their Limitless Lash Mascara, and I picked up a lip product actually from Kosas. It's their wet lip oil gloss. So I did pick that up as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys roll into my first impressions of trying these products on my skin, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts at the end. Okay, Okay, are you guys ready to try on some new makeup with me? So first I'm gonna start off with the True Skin Radiant Priming Serum from Ilia. So I picked this up because they do have some large pores, and back in a long time ago, I used to use a makeup primer. Right now I just use the Fit Glow Redness Rescue Cream as a primer, or the Fit Glow SPF 30 as a primer, but I used to love makeup primers, but the silicones in them really clog my pores. So this is a silicone-free makeup primer. It does have skincare benefits. I'll read you the description. It says, True Skin Radiant Priming Serum bridges the gap between makeup and skincare. A clean, silicone, and fragrance-free formula that helps naturally fill, firm, and smooth skin. Active botanicals of aloe, hibiscus, and beta-glucan stimulate a tightening effect that helps increase hydration, diminish the look of pores and fine lines, while boosting skin defense against environmental pollutants. Mastic, a medicinal resin that grows from the bark of a tree on the Greek island of Chios, works as a skin refiner and helps to reduce shine. Skin is left with a silky, soft, radiant glow that feels fresh and weightless for a seamless, long-lasting makeup application. So there's no directions on here, maybe on the bottle. So we're gonna open it up and check it out. So it comes in a glass bottle. Yeah, it's glass and it's white, and it just says shake before use. Okay, so I used to use a silicone primer way back in the day when I used to use Bare Minerals makeup. It was their Primetime primer, and that was like maybe 10 years ago. And then I stopped because I noticed that silicones, what they do is they clog my pores. Now, I waited so long for the Ilia True Skin Serum Foundation because it does have dimethicone in it. And I try to stay away from dimethicone in makeup and usually in skincare, well, most skincare, because it clogs my pores. So I'm curious to see what this foundation does. Now, I did pick up the primer, and the reason for that is because when I got color matched in the store, I did notice that this did go into my pores a little bit. So I wanted to try the primer too to see how it works. So it is a serum. It's like a serum, guys. So I'm taking 1 dropper full, and it does feel like a serum. And I'm just gonna apply this all over my skin in hopes that it does help smooth out my texture, like my pores. It feels pretty good on the skin, actually. It feels really nice and smooth. It'd be really nice if it keeps the skin really nice and hydrated throughout the day. Okay, so the shade in the foundation I got was Bowen Sephora, and I was gonna order the shade 5, which was called Selena. And then I tried it on the store. It kind of looked good, but then it kind of looked like it was a little bit too dark. So here it is. Now it says shake well before use. So we're gonna try 1 pump, and I'm going to use it with a beauty blender. So I put 1 pump on my hand, and I'm just gonna dot some on my face. And then we're just gonna work this into my skin and see how it goes. I kind of feel like the Beauty Blender absorbs a lot of it. I can't really see it on my skin. Let me grab a mirror. Oh, I guess I kind of can. It feels kind of like oily on the skin. It does give you sort of like a skin finish. I think I would be better to just apply this with my fingers like how I normally do, and then blend it in with a beauty blender. Like smooth it out, because I feel like my beauty blender is grabbing a lot of product. So my scar is a little bit inflamed because I dermaplaned the other night and I actually nicked it. So it's healing. So there's like a little piece of like dry skin there. So we'll see if this will clean to it. Yeah, I think I like the application with my hands better versus going straight in with the beauty blender. Okay, so what I noticed with this foundation right away is it seems pretty like oily. And it seems like a very light coverage, but it looks like skin. You can still see some of my imperfections. So maybe the color is a little bit too light. Maybe the lighting in Sephora was off. Maybe I should have went with Selena, which was number 5. So my skin looks, when you look at my skin, you wouldn't think I'm as medium as I am, but I am. So I know that sounds kind of strange. Actually, it looks pretty good. I'm noticing it is clinging to some dry patches that I have. So just gonna go in with a little bit more. I'm so used to the Fit Glow foundation. Now I know that if you applied this with the Tati Blendiful, it would just soak it right up. Okay, let me go for a little bit more right here on my cheeks where I get really red. Okay, so looks pretty good. It looks like my skin. So this is a first impression, guys. So it looks like my skin. Okay, so next what I picked up is the True Skin Serum Concealer, and I got Suma SC 1.5. So we'll see how this looks. Maybe I'm just used to how yellow the Fit Glow foundation is, because it is a lot more on the yellow side compared to this one. So we'll see. So I'm just going to start off with some concealer here in my inner corners of my eyes. And I'm going to take the Beauty Blender to blend it out. I need to have like a better setup here. I'm working on it, guys. Okay, so that concealer seems nice. Okay, I'm gonna just conceal with this around my face too. I think it might be a little bit on the light side, but I'm just gonna touch up some imperfections that I have. Some areas where I have a little bit of redness peeking through. And I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose too, on the very tip. And maybe I'll go a little bit right here too. Normal concealing, but I still think it might be just a little bit too light in those areas for concealing on my face. I think this is probably really good for underneath my eyes, but I think I might need something darker for around the other areas of my skin. It looks pretty good. Okay, perfect. Okay, guys, so I'm going to apply my Thick Glow powder. I didn't pick up the Ilia powder because it does have cornstarch in it. So we're just gonna go with the Thick Glow setting powder. And I'm gonna use this fluffy setting brush or powder brush for my powder and just lightly dust it all over. Okay, I think I'm gonna set underneath my eyes now. I'm gonna use a different brush for that. I'm just gonna go under my eyes again for the Beauty Blender to make sure I don't have any creasing. Okay. So overall, first impressions, just looking at it right now before it's like settled into my skin or warmed up, I actually really like it. It doesn't enhance my pores so far, and it makes my skin look like skin, like my natural skin, like I'm not wearing any foundation, which I love and what I have been looking for. Like you could see some of my broken capillaries peeking through, which is my redness. And I really like that because then it looks like I'm not wearing a lot of makeup. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup, and then we'll come back and I'm gonna show you the mascara and the Kosas Tinted Wet Lip Oil. Okay guys, so I went ahead and applied my eyeshadow, blush, bronzer all on my skin, and so far I'm really loving this foundation. So next, let's do mascara. We're gonna use the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. So I'm gonna curl my lashes, which you guys hardly ever see me to do because I usually use the Fit Glow mascara, and that curls my lashes already for me. So I'm using the Plume Science eyelash curler. I personally don't like curling my lashes. It bothers me. But I'll do it once in a while. With the Thick Glow mascara, I don't have to curl them. That's why I love that mascara. It really curls my lashes perfectly and it holds the curl for me. But I do like this Plume eyelash curler. My favorite one of all time was the Shu Amura, and you cannot buy that anymore. You can't find it in the US, but I think you can find it in Asia. So when I was at Sephora, they had these little trial size of the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. It was $13. So before I spent the $28 on a brand new tube, I figured this would be a good way to try it. So here it is, and here is the brush. You have one side that is looks like it's like a lash comb, and then one side that has shorter bristles on it. So I'm going to use the side with the shorter bristles first, and then I'll use the comb to go through my lashes to separate them. So this is a first impression. Will we have a winner here? So far, so good. The comb, you get it too close, it kind of does hurt your lid. but it's really nicely separating my lashes. So I do like that. Okay, so now it really gives them a lot of length. So I don't like that mirror, that's too magnifying. Let's go back to this Fit Glow palette. So now I'm gonna use the comb and just go through them a little bit more. And I have to say, I think we have a new mascara. It's giving me really good volume. It's not as much as the Fit Glow, but I love that it separates the lashes really nicely. Makes them actually look a little bit fuller and like I have more versus on the Fit Glow mascara. Guys, look at that. Wow. I look like I have some fake lashes on. This actually makes my lashes look longer than the Fit Glow. It's like they're almost hitting my brow up there. I think I might have to go back and get the full size of this. Man, why did I wait so long to try this? Because the other mascaras that I've tried in Green Clean Beauty, they just are either too wet. I like this formula. It's not a wet formula. So they're either too wet and they make my lashes just look really thin. My goal is volume with my lashes, guys. I love lots of volume. So now let me take this comb side to separate my lashes. Wow. I cannot believe how good this mascara is. And, you know, this is my first try using it with a tube, a brand new tube. I haven't even opened it yet. So if it's really good on this first application, could you imagine like in a couple of days or even in a week or two when the mascara dries down a little bit more at how good it's going to be? Because usually, like with the Fit Glow mascara, I like it like the first couple of applications when you open the new tube, it's sort of doesn't perform that well at first, but then after a week of the tube, it's like perfect. It's dried out a little bit. Okay, so I have to separate this side a little bit more. It's so nice that it has that comb on it that you could do that. I love it. Okay, guys, first impressions of this mascara. I love the way it applied. I love the lash comb on it. It's really nice. It separates the lashes really nicely. I didn't get any clumping except for a little bit over here on this side. And I always do with this side because this side is a little bit awkward for me to put mascara on versus this side. But I cannot believe like how long my lashes look with this. So first impression is, I think we have a new favorite mascara. All right, guys. So I'm going to go do my hair and then I'm going to come back and close out with you guys and give you my final thoughts on everything and show you the Kosas tinted or the lip oil and the color that I chose. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed the demo of my first impressions of the Ilia True Skin Serum Foundation, Concealer, Primer, and Mascara. Now, I did also pick up the Wet Lip Oil Serum or Color Lip Gloss, oops, from Kosas. This is the shade Malibu. This is the color that I have on right now. I do have it on my lips. Now, this is a really pretty color, guys. It's almost similar to the lip color serum in Nudie, in my opinion. It's really, really pretty. Now, I'm going to compare this to the lip color serums because everybody has been comparing these to them. Now, this says it's a hybrid lip treatment and a gloss that plumps, hydrates, and repairs with a slick of color. Paint your lips freely. Now, it has a orange vanilla scent to it. You can kind of taste like a little bit of citrus in your mouth, but I don't find that this is plumping, and it doesn't smooth out my lips like the Fit Glow lip color serums do. It feels like the lip serum sort of when you put it on, but it feels a little bit more slick and a little bit more tacky. The lip color serums do not feel tacky on the lips whatsoever. This kind of feels tacky, and then on me when it dries down or fades away, my lips are kind of tacky. What I noticed about this, it's not as hydrating, and I feel like it's kind of drying out my lips a little bit. Also, when it fades, it doesn't fade evenly, and it doesn't stain your lips like the lip color serums do. This on me fades all in the inner part of my lips, and then I'm left with an outline, which looks like I'm just wearing a lip liner around my lips. And I do find that it fades pretty quickly too. Now, I love this color Malibu. It's, like I said, I think it's comparable to the Nudie lip color serum. You know, maybe this is maybe a tad bit more on the pinky side. Now, I don't know if I would repurchase this or not. Like I said, it doesn't feel as hydrating on my lips, and it sort of feels like it's drying them out, and it doesn't last as long as a lip color serum. I know I'm spoiled. I love the Fit Glow lip color serums. They're my favorite lip product in the entire world. They're so wonderful, guys. They're hydrating, they're plumping, they feel great, they last a while on the lips, and I notice when they fade away, I'm always left with color on my lips still. I just love those lip color serums. Now, let's talk about these other products I have here. So I have the Ilia True Skin Serum Foundation in shade SF4, which is called Bowen. Now, I got color matched at Sephora, and I was going to order shade 5, which was Selena, which I still think I might pick that up because I think like right now this is a great color match for my skin. But in another couple weeks or so, we are going to, well, we're having an early spring, guys. Next week, it's supposed to be in the high 70s all week. And I'm already seeing the flowers budding on the trees, and it's going to be warm. So I'm going to start getting some color. I'm going to start doing my faux tan because I like color in my skin, but I do it fake. I do not go and lay out in the sun. I just love having, you know, that tan complexion. It just, you know, makes me feel good, makes me feel like I look good. That's just me. So I think that this color might be too light, but what I love about this is it actually looks like my skin, guys. It doesn't enhance my pores, and so far it's not settling into my fine lines, but it just gives me this really nice youthful glow to my skin instead of being super dewy. The Fit Glow foundation was getting really dewy on my skin, and my pores were just looking so large. Now, I don't know if they changed the formula of that foundation, but these last two bottles that I've had, I just noticed it's not the same. The texture isn't like mousse, and it's kind of like a thin texture, and it just makes my skin look really dewy, and I don't like it because when a foundation is really dewy and luminous and you have large pores, it makes them look big and they stand out. And then I also noticed that the Fit Glow foundation was settling into my fine lines a little bit more. We'll see if this Ilia True Skin Serum Foundation settles into my lines, but so far so good. I noticed that when I put on the Fit Glow foundation, like after I'm done doing my eye makeup, like I look like a glazed donut when I have that foundation on, and I have to go in with a second layer of powder. And I haven't had to do that with this Ilia True Skin Serum Foundation. I love it. It feels light on the skin. It looks like my skin. The thing though is I do notice it does cling to dry patches. I have a couple of dry patches along my skin because I did some dermaplaning the other night. Well, I did dermaplaning and I got a little bit too close in some areas, and I have dry patches from that now, and it did cling to it a little bit, but not too bad. I really like the way this this primer feels on the skin, and it just applied, the foundation applied really nicely over it. When I was at the store, I did notice that the foundation kind of sunk into my pores a little bit. I'll have to try it without the primer and with the primer and see what I like best, but so far I really like this primer. The concealer I really like too. It feels really nice and light on the skin. It looks like your skin and it doesn't feel tacky, guys. Sometimes, like, I love the Fit Glow Conceal Plus. I think it's a beautiful concealer. It's full coverage. It feels really nice, but sometimes it can feel a little bit tacky underneath your eyes. And this, I think, just looks really, really good. I really like it. I may go in and get the shade 2 if I get a darker of the color of the foundation and try it out for around my face. But yeah, so far I'm really impressed with these Ilia products. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I did order the Super Serum Skin Tint SPF 40, I think it is, and I got the shade 8. I went to Sephora to originally pick that up and they did not have it, guys. So I picked up this foundation instead, but I still came home and I ordered the Super Skin Tint SPF 40 online from Ilia, and that's probably going to be here in a couple days. And when that comes in, I'm going to do a first impressions video with that too. It looks like such a great product, guys. I cannot wait to try that and try it with you guys to see how it is. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this first impressions of the Ilia True Skin Serum Foundation, Concealer, Mascara, and the Kosas tinted, or I want to call this tinted, the Kosas Wet Lip Oil. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.